Welcome to this edition of Chelmsford High School's Lions Pride. Let's meet our deans and our students of the month. Now I'd like to introduce Dean Christina Mitza from Hawthorne House to introduce her students of the month.
Thank you, Principal Murray. So we are here with Maria Antoinetta Neykova. She goes by MA. MA is just sort of an all-star all around here at CHS. She's involved in many different things. Right now, her rigorous course load includes calculus, modern world literature, AP psychology, honors anatomy and physiology, AP environmental science, AP statistics, and nutrition. MA is also involved in many programs and clubs here, including the mentor program. She is a class rep and also is currently the captain of the girls basketball team. I know that we're end of season now.
Yeah.
Want to tell us a little bit about what it's been like as a senior on the basketball team this year, especially as captain?
Yeah, definitely. This season has been great. It's been obviously a really winning season with 16-4 as a record, but it's been so awesome just because of the team, the environment, all the seniors. We have 6 seniors on the team, and we're all just super close as a team, but also as a senior class as well, so it's been awesome.
That's great. And I know you're also part of the mentor program.
Yeah.
You want to tell us a little bit about that and what your experience has been with it?
Yeah, so I was on the mentor board, and that was awesome because you just get to connect with so many other faces, younger, older. When I was a junior, I would be able to have a plus captain that you would look up to, and now being on the board has been just awesome. You get to tour kids, it's just been great to connect with them.
That's great.
Yeah.
Good for you. And then next year, big plans.
Yeah.
You're going to WPI,
Yes.
which is so impressive. What will you be doing there? What will you be studying?
So currently I'm still deciding between biology or just biomedical engineering. So obviously they're a little bit different and they're both pretty rigorous, but I'm really interested in science and math, so I know that I want to be in that field, and I would love to do something in the medical field.
That's great. And you'll also be playing ball there as well?
Yes, and I'm
Awesome.
really excited to play basketball there.
How's their team been?
They've been pretty good, yeah. The coaching staff's a little bit newer, so it's gonna be really good, I think.
What position will you play there, do you think?
I think I'll probably be a forward, but I maybe a shooting guard, something, yeah.
See, that's cool.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's great. Looking back now, 4 years at CHS, you still have some good, fun things to look forward to.
Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to for the rest of your senior year?
I think definitely my playoff game Friday is something I'm really excited about. And just making the most out of what's left of high school, yeah.
Great. Awesome.
Well, that's all the time we have left. So on behalf of the Rotary Club and the Chelmsford High Administration, congratulations on being one of Hawthorne's House Students of the Month.
Thank you.
We're proud of you. Best of luck Friday and the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Now I'd like to reintroduce Dean Christina Mitza from Hawthorne House to introduce her second Student of the Month.
Thank you. So we have Samantha Blanco here with us today. Samantha is being celebrated for her exceptional achievements here at CHS. She is currently enrolled in Pre-Calculus CP, AP Literature, Studio 2, AP Psychology, AP Environmental Studies, Clay Studio, and Reality Check. So she's been very busy with her coursework all year. She's also involved in different clubs and organizations here. Some of them are the Give Club, and also Best Buddies, Interact Club, Mentor Club. These are clubs that she's been involved in 1, 2, 3, or even 4 years. Give Club, so you are the president of the Give Club this year, okay, with Ms. Caprew.
Yeah.
How's that been going? What have you guys been working on?
It's been so good this year. I just joined last year, so everything was a little bit new to me, but we've done so much with it this year. Like we did crafts with different elementary schools, Harrington. Last year we did Meals of Hope, where we packaged, that was with Interact, I believe, but we packaged a bunch of meals for people in need. We also went to the homeless shelter in Harvard in Boston. We packaged holiday care packages for them at one of our meetings, so it was really cool to see where they actually are going to. And we went there, we cooked them meals, yeah, it was just great to see where it actually goes to.
Yeah, that's
We
great.
wrote them cards and all that stuff.
Awesome. Great. It's, there's a difference between just kind of sending things over and
Yeah,
actually going there and
and seeing it,
experiencing it.
yeah.
That's really cool. I know you're also part of Best Buddies.
Yes.
Um,
So along with Best Buddies this year, I did unified basketball, which was such a great experience. We had a great group of seniors this year. It was I had never been a part of that before, so I'm really glad I joined. I wish I had sooner, honestly, but joining it this year was so fun, and just going to the practices, going to the games, and especially the jamboree was just so fun. We all took the bus together and meeting all these new kids and just becoming friends with them. And along with that, actually, Give and Best Buddies did gingerbread houses together, so yeah.
That's great. Awesome. So I know next year you're
Yeah.
planning, you've undecided about your
Yes.
college, correct?
Yeah.
What do you have planned, like, as far as a major or anything like that?
I'm going to study psychology with a minor in child education, so hopefully lead to being a child therapist or something along those lines.
Awesome. Good for you.
Thank you.
And you're still working at Wamisit Lane's party planner. I love it. It gets
Wow.
crazy there on Friday nights. It
Yes,
must be
I've been there for 3 years now.
nice. Nice. That's
Party
great.
fest,
That's
tough.
great.
Yeah, the kids are crazy.
It's like
but-
herding cats. It's got to.
Yeah. And now it's probably hard to believe you're finishing up school,
know.
leaving Chelmsford High
Yeah.
School. Looking back at your 4 years, like what are some of your best memories here?
One of my memories was joining track as a junior. It was hard, I could say, to adjust with people that have been doing it for much longer than I have, but I was happy to just put myself out there, try something new, even if it wasn't my favorite thing, but
Good for you.
yeah, try something new, meet new people, and just be part of a team was fun.
Great. That's great. A lot more memories to be made, right?
Yes.
As we finish off
Yes, all the senior
year.
activities, I'm very excited for them.
Yeah, that's really great.
Are you looking to go to school nearby, far away?
Hopefully Florida,
Wow.
getting the warm.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
good for you. Wow. Well, on behalf of the Rotary Club, our time is up, and on behalf of the Chelmsford administration, congratulations on
Thank
being
you.
one of Hawthorne House Students of the Month.
you.
Proud of you and wish you the best of luck
Thank
remainder
you
this year.
both.
Keep us posted on where you're going.
Thank you.
And now I'd introduce Dean John MacIsaac from Whittier House to introduce his Students of the Month.
Thank you, Principal Murray. Our first student of the month is Chloe Bentley. Chloe is currently enrolled in AP Psychology, Unified Physical Education, Modern World Literature, Calculus, Introduction to Statistics, Workplace Experience Internship course in Environmental Studies, which we are going to talk about in a little bit. She's a member of the National Honor Society, the Science National Honor Society, the World Language National Honor Society, and the National English Honor Society. Chloe was also recognized as an academic member of the 2024 Academic All-Star Team for the Massachusetts State Field Hockey Coaches Association for her work on the field and in the classroom. Outside of the classroom, she's very busy. She plays field hockey for the high school, has participated in outdoor track and the ski teams. She's also a member of the Freshman Mentor Program and the Red Cross Club here at the high school. Outside of school, she's been involved with Top Soccer, volunteering her time working with the youth in soccer, and also with the youth field hockey program, working as a coach. Outside of that, she enjoys skiing, does some work in the Shoba, which has been a very busy season this year compared to years past. And then after life here at CHS, she's hoping to study medical imaging, specifically radiology. Chloe, welcome and congratulations.
Thank you for having me.
So looking at your classes for this year is the first year we've done the workplace experience internship course. What are your thoughts on that course before we get into some of the things that you've been doing here?
Well, I'm really liking that class because I always knew I wanted to do the internship from my freshman year when I saw a girl in my music class talking about how she was going to go out and do something fun for her 4th term of high school. So I was always looking forward to that, but I never really knew how to navigate the process, and I was kind of scared going into it, but then when I realized this was a class, I was like, this is perfect because now I know what I'll be getting into. And after starting the class, we've had a lot of help with building our own resumes to give out to employers or possibly like internship places. We've worked with Mass Hire to do that, and they've also come in to do mock interviews for us, which has been so great because while I have been on interviews, they've been to actually get a job, not just to learn how to be better at interviewing, and it's been so great at building my skills. And me and all my classmates are really thankful because like without this opportunity, we would be like lost right now, so we're really excited.
That's good to hear. Do you have an internship lined up for term 4 yet, or are you still working on that?
I'm not 100% sure, but I would love to do a medical imaging one, but they only take students for clinicals. So I'm trying to branch out and just do something fun to gain other skills. Possibly, like I've always been interested in like renovating houses, so possibly doing like a construction one to learn how to do that. Yeah.
Cool.
You spent some time at Takeda Pharmaceuticals, shadowing some work there. What drew you to Takeda, and what was the work you were doing while you were there?
Yeah, so my mom actually works at Takeda Pharmaceuticals in the oncology department. She worked there because her mom had cancer, so that sparked her interest. And since I'm interested in the medical field, I decided I'd go there to see the pharmaceutical side of things because it's very different from a hospital since they're for-profit opposed to nonprofit. And it was just really cool to see how differently it functioned than your everyday healthcare setting.
That's cool. Let's talk about field hockey and life here at CHS. So obviously you played for many years. You're on a very, very high-achieving team. Every year the state tournament, they try to compete, win different things. Talk about your experience with field hockey and also being recognized as an academic all-star.
I've loved the field hockey program here at Chelmsford High. All the coaches are just great. I remember freshman year, I was really scared because I had to miss tryouts to get a procedure done, and Coach Susan was just so understanding. She never made me feel like I was behind or that I wasn't performing as well as my teammates because I was missing the first week or two, and it's just always been so welcoming, and I've had so much fun building a team and just friendships with everyone there. It's just been a great experience because coming into high school, you're scared. You don't know anyone. And that first day, having friends, because I already went to field hockey practice, was so much safer. I walked in the hallways and I saw faces I knew. And it was just great to start a sport like that before school started. And through the 4 years, I was able to help my younger sister, who's on the team, feel comfortable and just help other underclassmen as well who didn't quite know how to play the sport. They just joined for fun because they wanted to do something in the fall. And it was just such a great environment for growth. And my coach always emphasized putting school first because she's also a teacher. So she was like, if you guys ever need to do your schoolwork, that comes first.
That's great.
Field hockey is fun, but school's more important.
Good to hear.
Good to hear that.
You plugged Mr. Bartos. What about Mr. Bartos made him a memorable staff member?
He's just a great teacher. He taught me more than any other English teacher I've had in high school. He just put a great emphasis on learning to build skills, not learning for a grade. So even if I didn't do well on a paper, I learned more than just doing the same thing I've known how to do forever and getting 100. I had a lot more satisfaction coming out of that course, and I just thought I was able to use those skills in other aspects of my life.
That's great. Believe it or not, the time went by. Well, our time is up. So on behalf of the Rotary Club and Chelmsford High administration, congratulations on being one of Whittier House's Students of the Month.
Thank
Proud
you.
of you and best of luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Now I'll turn it back over to Dean MacIsaac to introduce his other Student of the Month.
Thank you, Principal Murray. Our second student of the month is Anjana, goes by Anju. Muraleedaran. She's currently enrolled in Calculus CP, AP Psychology, Exploring Popular Music, Mock Trial, AP Government and Politics, Modern World Literature, and AP Research. She's a member of the National Honor Society. I need to flip my page here. The National Science Honor Society and the National English Honor Society. Outside of the classroom, she's involved in many things. She's the co-president of the Human Rights Club here at CHS. She is a member of class reps for all 4 years at the high school. She's a member of SASA, Interact Club, and the Speech and Debate Club. Outside of that, she's also been a member of the cross-country teams and the outdoor track teams in the spring. Outside of school, she's very interested in dance. She's done some work as a dance teacher and also sharing her dance experiences with cultural events. She enjoys some art, music, law, which we'll get into her future, and going to the gym and baking. She works at Market Basket, and like I said before, she does some teaching for young students in dance classes. Life after CHS is unknown, but she's planning to major in political science and really hopes to go to law school and become a corporate lawyer. Welcome and congratulations.
Thank you.
So we've talked a little bit about, the plans for the future. What kind of led you into going to the political science field and hopefully being like a corporate attorney someday?
Yeah, so I feel like justice and equality are two things that just mean a lot to me, and I feel like the biggest way for me to make a change, especially with the skill set that I've grown here at Chelmsford High School, is to go into political science and eventually go down that path. I just feel like it's the biggest way for me to make a difference in the world.
That's awesome. You referenced Mr. Cole, who is the AP Government and Politics teacher, who probably, you've had him for at least a couple classes. How has he helped you kind of use the classroom as an environment to grow in these fields or, mold you as a learner to think you're prepared for the next steps here at college?
Yeah, I actually only had Mr. Cole this year, but I really like him. I have him for mock trial, and he's just he's very hands-on kind of teacher. I got to actually go to the courtrooms for a couple mock cases that we did, so I got a lot of court experience. And I just, like, him as a teacher, he's just very interactive with his students, and if you ever have a problem or you need help, he's always there for you. And yeah, he's just really funny, so he makes you want to learn, which I think is a very important skill for a teacher to have.
Does mock trial have any upcoming events? The next?
We actually do not.
Because I know right before break you were busy with some stuff.
Yeah, we won 2 out of the 3 first kind of round of mock trial tournaments. So unfortunately, we don't get to go to the next level. But it was really fun to compete in those.
Nice. Tell us about the Human Rights Club. It's somewhat new here at the high school, right?
Yeah.
And like kind of your involvement, what you're doing as a co-president, and what is the group doing?
Yeah, so I'm the co-president of the Human Rights Club here, and we make bi-weekly posts about a different human right topic each, kind of like depending on how relevant it is now. And yeah, we've been really on top of that. We have a great group of people who are very passionate about the topics that are, going on. And I feel like we are definitely looking at like a fundraiser soon. So we've been making a lot of progress, and yeah, it's a great club.
Principal Murray is your fundraiser guy, so if you need to start that, make sure you talk to him. Class reps, and you've been very involved with many different aspects of it. What's been like your biggest takeaway from it, from the group and the activities that you're doing with them?
Yeah, I feel like class reps is a great way to get school spirit. I've learned so much about teamwork from class reps, and I just love working in like a team with people, and like it's taught me a lot about organization and kind of planning too. So it was really fun being in that club.
Nice. I know a lot of dancing outside of school, and then you actually brought some of that into like the Salsa Club and things like that. Like, what type of dance is it, and what is your plans moving forward? Are you going to continue with it?
Yeah, I actually do a type of Indian classical dance. It's called Bharatanatyam, and I've been doing it for 12 years now, so I definitely want to continue outside of school. And yeah, it's just very important to me. It's like a cultural connection as well as a social connection. So I definitely plan to do that outside of high school.
Very good.
Well, on behalf of the Rotary Club and Chelmsford administration, congratulations on being one of Whittier House's Students of the Month. We're proud of you and wish you the best of luck this year.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Congrats.
Now I'd like to turn it over to Dean Erin MacNeil from Emerson House to introduce her Students of the Month.
Our first student of the month is Ellora Smith. Ellora, thank you so much for being here. We are so proud to have you as part of our house. You are involved in everything. And one thing that I admire the most about you is your initiative, right? You have helped start and found different clubs here, and you're the co-president and president and co-founder of a bunch of different things. Out of all of those programs that you've helped develop here at CHS, which one kind of is like your baby, your prize?
I think that the Irish Step team is probably the most meaningful to me. I've been Irish Step dancing since I was 5 years old. And when I got to the high school, I had so many other friends who grew up dancing with me, and I was like, I really want to get this into our community and kind of share my love for dance with, the rest of the school and the rest of the community.
Yeah, I kind of thought you were going to say that.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that for, Irish step dancing?
This is my 13th year, so a very long time.
And how'd you get involved in that? Like, where?
I live very close to my dance studio, and my parents, they wanted to get me into dance, to do something, and I ended up just falling in love with Irish Step dancing.
For you.
So with, your love for dance, I know you have a passion for the arts as well. I also know, though, your route for next year is more of the engineering path. What here has inspired you to go that route, even though you kind of have that art passion as well?
I feel like art and engineering kind of go hand in hand in my mind, because it's a lot about creating and designing and everything. And I really just want to focus on creating things that can help people. And honestly, something that really pushed me towards that was the career breakfast last year. I got to talk to an environmental engineer, and just hearing how rewarding her career was towards helping her community and the environment just really inspired me.
Oh, good for you. Will you be looking at schools nearby, far away?
Kind of everywhere, but I think I'm going to settle probably somewhere closer.
That's good. That's good.
I'm going to ask a dumb question.
Sure.
What does an environmental engineer focus on?
So it kind of depends. For me, I really want to focus on renewable energy. Something like hydroelectricity would be really cool, especially in this area. We're near the coast a lot. So that's something that I really would want to focus on.
If you were to talk to any incoming freshmen for next year, what would you recommend to them? Any advice you'd give? You've been here for almost 4 years now.
I mean, I'm kind of biased because I am so involved, but I would say get involved.
Yeah.
I think that's where I made some of my most meaningful connections with people and built the strongest relationships. And you just get to meet so many new people. You get to try kind of everything. And I think that getting involved with clubs or, sports, if that's your passion, is really what's important.
That's wise.
Has there been a class here that you would recommend to everybody to take?
A class? That's hard. I mean, I do like the art classes a lot. I think that even if you're not an artist, they really help you build skills that you're unaware. And I think that, everyone is creative in their own sense. So I think any sort of art class is important for someone to take.
Well, I agree with that. Is there any adult in your life, either in school or outside of school, that really helped you get to where you are today?
I think that as far as a teacher would go, Miss Alves is really great. I worked with her in my classes and through art club, and she really pushed me to be not just a better artist, but a better student too, and kind of lead me towards different opportunities. And I think she's just a great teacher, very inspiring.
Awesome. I'm stumbling on what to go to next. I was going to ask you something similar. If you're all of these things that you're doing here, what are you hoping to do at college outside of the academics? Like any of these same clubs or?
I really hope to continue dancing because I've done it for so long, and maybe not, at a super intense level and like I've been doing kind of most of my life, but I think that dance is so important in a community and it really brings people together, and I think being in a team, even in college, is also something that will help me, make new friends.
You teach dance?
I have taught dance before, yes.
Interested in learning some Irish dance? It's like your feet fly, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it really is. It's very fast.
Yeah.
Well, on behalf of the Rotary Club and Chelmsford High administration, congratulations on being one of Emerson House's Students of the Month. We're really proud of you and wish you the best of luck the remainder of the year.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Now let's turn it back to Dean MacNeil to introduce her other Student of the Month.
Our second Student of the Month for February is Blake Downs. Blake, thank you for being here. You are so well-rounded here at CHS with the mock trial, with cross country, with rugby. You've done your Eagle Scouts project. Out of all of these things outside of academics, which one has been the most impactful of your high school career?
Definitely Scouts. I feel like I've improved my community as much as I can with my Eagle Scout project. I did that right over at McCarthy, the Veterans Memorial Park, and I felt like I learned most of my valuable skills in Scouts.
What did you do for your project?
There was a sitting area at the Veterans Memorial Park that was overgrown with rhododendron, so I cut all those down, put the walkway in, and then
Oh, you did one of that. Good for you.
Yeah.
Well done.
and then I put stones up the walkway.
Wow, well done.
Yeah, that's awesome. We're really proud of you for that. Thank you.
So you've been on mock trial. What's your experience in mock trial, and how did you like it?
Oh, I love mock trial.
Yeah.
It's very competitive. You got to think on your feet. You have to be very well prepared, and I think all of these translate well to school and will translate well into the future.
What was your role?
I bounced around. Sophomore, I was a witness. Junior year, I did a direct, a cross, depending on what side we were on, and then an opening. And this year, I did a cross and a closing.
Wow. What did you like the most of those roles? There's a lot of roles.
Yeah, I think the direct,
Right, yeah.
because with the direct, it's kind of like a show. You know what the other person's going to say. They know what you're going to say, and you just have to act around that.
Yeah.
It's very fun to do that.
It's a pretty cool way to think of it. So I know the answer to this, but with the mock trial, has that led to any decisions for next year?
Yes, so I'd like to go to law school eventually, become an attorney. So mock trial has led to some useful skills. I've mentioned it in
Yeah.
a couple essays, so I think that it
And you're
would be
thinking
very
of
helpful.
using it too for the internship, right?
Yep.
You have an internship lined
So
up?
with the mock trial, we interact with a lot of lawyers that help us, and they have real-world experience, so they give us advice. I plan to intern with Linda Dantas, who is a public defender in Lowell.
Oh, yeah. Good for you. That's excellent. So if you were to look back at your years, and what recommendation would you give to yourself or advice to give to yourself if you were coming into the high school?
Get involved no matter what, because in my freshman year, I tried out for 3 sports teams and I got cut from every single one. I promised my friends that if I got cut from baseball in the spring that I'd play rugby, and I've been playing rugby for 3 years.
Ooh.
So
You had a great season last year, you guys did.
no, we didn't.
Yeah,
No?
a couple of big wins, didn't you?
We were 1-6.
Get out. I thought you had.
We weren't going to talk about records out
Oh,
here.
geez, that's a good point. That's a good point. I thought you guys were 500.
That was the sophomore year.
So you had one really good season.
How's this
Yeah.
season going to be, do you think?
We lost a lot of good players.
Yeah.
We have a lot of up-and-coming players.
Great.
Our JV went undefeated last year.
They were good, I heard, yeah.
So a lot
awesome.
So we'll
of
see
new
how-
talent for you.
See how it goes.
And cross country, what made you go that route?
I had a lot of friends in cross country. I'd gotten cut from the golf team, and like a week later, I was like, I'm just gonna play a sport. So I ran cross country. It was fun.
I did cross country here too as well. Had a blast.
I think it says a lot about you and your character. You kept going, you tried something new, and then you found something you loved and stuck with it.
You're a
And I
hard
think
worker.
that all going with your future plans it's all just a great bottle.
Well done. So, on behalf of the Rotary Club, which sponsors the program, and Chelmsford administration, congratulations on being one of Emerson House Students of the Month, and best of luck the rest of the year. Really proud of you.
Thank you.
This concludes our latest edition of Lions Pride. I want to thank our deans for their thoughtful words and beautiful summaries of each recipient. I would also like to thank the Chelmsford Rotary Club for their unending support of this great program. Congratulations to all of this month's Students of the Month. On behalf of the Chelmsford Rotary and the deans, thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you next time.